Hi, this is Greg McIntyre and Ryan Begley for the McIntyre Financial Report. I am an estate planning and elder law attorney, and Ryan is a benefits specialist with McIntyre Financial. And we want to talk about life insurance today.
Yep.
And we're going to have a short, quick, to the point conversation on life insurance, what it is, why it's important to you and your family, and the two different main types of life insurance, which are term life versus whole life, the advantages and disadvantages to both. So Ryan, take it away. Why is life insurance important for us?
So life insurance is important because you want to create a death benefit for your heirs. So that's the main reason why people usually get a form of life insurance, because they want to have a death benefit. They want to be able to take care of their beneficiaries or their heirs once they pass away, and they're no longer to provide them with income.
Why do
So,
I care? I mean, I'm going to be dead anyway. I'm
well,
serious. I mean, that's the way some people think. I think
yeah,
that way sometimes.
well, it's good to care when well, it depends on if you care about your loved ones. If you care about your loved ones, you
Here's
probably
my
feel
question. How many people listening to this are going to live forever? How many people are going to die? We're all going to die,
yeah,
right?
we're all gonna die.
Well, if we know we're all going to die, what
Mhm.
gap does that leave if I die? Well,
Yeah,
we look at
exactly
ourselves, we
right.
look at our lives, look at our individual situations. I'm a
Mhm.
husband, I'm a father, I've got a wife who, helps me take care of our six children while I work, and she's doing the hardest job, which is making sure they're in school, making sure they're at events, at practices, at dance, at those things. Each one of those children wants to go to college. Each one of them wants to have careers.
Mhm.
If I die, if I work myself to death, and which is entirely possible,
It
and,
is.
if that happens, then I leave a huge gap and a hole in the lives of my family and loved ones. And the
Yeah.
gap in the hole is who's going to pay for all their colleges? Who's going to replace my salary so they can pay the house payment? So
Who's
they
gonna pay off your debt?
Who's going to pay any debt that I have, right?
Mhm.
Even to make monthly payments to service the debt that we have. How
Yeah.
is she going to be able to do that, right?
Well, what is your life value? What how much money or
And
asset?
realistically, who's going to marry her with six kids? You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking out for her, right? And I
Yeah.
mean, I'm sure there's plenty of people waiting in line behind me. However, I mean, in all seriousness, she would have to find someone else to replace me or get a job or career, which I think would be hard to do in the blink of an eye, to
Yeah.
replace my income. Okay. And then who's she going to pay to take care of the kids while she's doing that? Right. I
Yeah.
mean, all those things, you know, the easiest scenario, the shortest point between, the shortest straight line between those 2 points is life insurance.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what it is for me. And I think everybody listening has to evaluate their own individual situations
Yeah.
because everybody's got a different situation.
Yeah.
You might have grandkids, right? You
Mhm.
might be worried about burial. You might be worried about paying off debt, not leaving debt to your kids or grandkids or your family, or leaving a legacy. It can fund a
Yeah,
legacy.
leaving a legacy or even giving to charity. Let's say you have like a really charitable heart and you're like, you know what, I want to give to the Boys and Girls Club or whoever. And you're like, I want to get a benefit so I can send it to them and, people can be taken care of, that
Sure.
value. And, life insurance, like we've talked about in the past, there's riders or things that can soup up your policy that can
Sure.
do so many different things to help you with retirement. It can help you with, you know, it can help you with disability. If you become disabled, it'll take over the premium payments. Just there's so many things that, like we've talked about before, it's so malleable that it's just a super solid investment. It's the best. I personally think it's one of the best investments out there. That's why I got into this business. And approximately 61% of people do not have life insurance.
That's crazy. And it's the
Mhm.
safest investment you could ever make.
Yeah, it is very safe.
Right. And it's a guaranteed payoff
Yep,
because we're all going to die.
that's exactly right.
100 lottery ticket, it's like 100% chance that you're going to win. Right.
Hmm.
So So there's basically two types if we wanted to start at the top, term versus whole life.
Hmm.
Take me through term. How does term work?
Term insurance is, of course, it has a specific term between 5, it's usually like or 10, 20, and 30 years. That's the usual terms. So it's a period of time where that death benefit, it's just pure insurance. It has nothing other than, there's no cash accumulation or no savings portion to it. It's just pure insurance. So you have,
It's for a specific term of time.
yeah, for a specific term of time, you have this insurance and you get that death benefit. So in 10 years, if you have one for 10 years, no matter on day one or day 10 year, I don't know what day that would be. Uh, if you die, you still get it.
Right.
If you don't go over it, then you don't have anything. And it's kind of like I've said in the past, like renting an apartment. You know, you don't have to maintain it. You don't have to do really anything. It's, a little bit cheaper than
Plus, it's
whole
cheaper.
life.
It's
Yeah,
cheaper
it's
than
cheap.
whole life,
It's
right?
cheap.
But
Yeah,
I'm not accumulating any. It's not a savings account for me, or or an investment or something I can borrow on.
no, but you can get
Whole
a decent sized term insurance for as much as you pay for, Netflix or a car wash, you know?
Oh man, I'm worth a lot of money dead.
I
You know,
believe it.
because that's what I got. Is I got a bunch of term that's affordable during the period, that my kids are going to be going to school, graduating from high school, going to college, doing those things.
Well, I've talked to many people and they're like, well, I got a $25,000 life insurance policy through my work. Do I really need more? And I'm like, well, $25,000 sounds like a lot, but it's not.
That'll bury you. Yeah.
That'll pretty much bury you.
Yeah,
Exactly.
that's right. I mean, no, and I did realize that I should get a lot more than what sounds like a lot of money to me.
Yeah.
Because when you start doing the math
Hmm.
on raising the kids, replacing your salary for every year you're dead, for how much it costs to send each kid to college each year and how many years they're going to college.
Yeah. Wait till 10 years ago,
And then inflation, right?
yeah, your taxes on your house wasn't that much, but now it's insane. My
Mhm.
house has went up $200,000, which is good, I think.
I mean, you
But
mean total market value. Yeah.
yeah, well, you have to pay the taxes on that value, of course.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. Property taxes. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yes, sir. And so, okay, so term's great, but
Yes,
I don't. But when it's over,
it's over.
she leaves me and she's gone. I can't get her
Yeah.
back. The contract is over, right?
Mhm.
So, but whole life, not the case, right?
Not the case at all.
Works differently. How's whole life work?
So whole life insurance is, it's for your whole life, typically, and you have a death benefit and you have a cash value. So your cash value, you're putting in your premiums. A portion goes up to the cash value. It starts building up. It's like a savings, and then you have interest on that savings as well. So you build up the savings, and for example, let's say you have $100,000 life insurance policy, a whole life, and you have built up $25,000 of it, and you wanted to go out and buy a car. You could go take that $25,000 out, purchase that car, and then just return the money to your own life insurance policy. So you are paying
At a low interest rate or something like that,
at
right?
a very low interest rate.
That's super cool. So you could use that as your own piggy bank or your own bank. You could be your own bank with life
You
insurance.
definitely be your own bank. Yes,
That
a
is
lot of
cool.
that is a
huge selling point. Remember, hold on, we need to write that down.
yeah,
Okay? Be your own bank. I mean, you really can
yeah, you can.
with a whole life policy. I mean,
Yeah,
and
a lot
I'm
of people
thinking,
actually,
you and I need to sit down and redo my insurance, okay? Because here's
yeah,
what I'm thinking based on what I just said. I really need a mix of term and whole life. Plus, we need to start looking at, I know that you can convert term policies toward the end. They'll
into
start giving you the opportunity to convert it into whole life and carry on.
mhm,
We need to look at potentially some conversions
yes,
and what opportunities I have there and getting a mix of some whole life that I can have moving forward. You should do planning for everybody with our firm.
yeah,
You
I should.
really should.
Yeah, I talked to a few already.
I think you should formally do it. I think you got to sit down and formally do this. And,
Mhm.
this is an educational video for everyone out there. I mean, there's so many different situations that Ryan was talking about where if you had a whole life policy, you add a rider to it. where it can multiply the amount of the policy by 3 to 5 times to pay for long-term care, things like that. And then you still have the ability to cancel it,
Yeah.
and and you have beneficiaries on there. Husbands and wives can share those things. I mean,
Yeah, it can be
so much
joint.
you can do with life insurance. You got to talk to Ryan. You got to talk to Ryan. And I want everybody in our firm to talk to you. And they need to do it formally, which means you need to get with Angie, right? Who's really our accountant and plays some HR, and make sure that you're set up with formal appointments to meet with everyone in our firm individually and talk about their plans. Okay. Because I want them and their families to be taken care of as well. And I'd love for everybody listening to this McIntyre Financial Report today to be able to sit down and meet with you as well. Because I know Ryan is super easy to talk to. He's very knowledgeable on life insurance, especially, and other financial tools and aspects at McIntyre Financial. So, Ryan, if someone wants to sit down, you're going to give them of your time freely, a free consultation. Is that right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 100% free.
So no obligation, free consultation, just a kind of a talk at the kitchen table, just like you do with your family, and you should be doing about these issues. So Ryan, how can someone schedule that free consultation with you?
They can call me at 704-218-9223, or they can reach me by email at ryan@mymcfi.com.
It's mymcfi.com, mymcfi.com. And they can also check us out on the web. We got a ton of great information on the web.
We have a ton of stuff on the web now.
mymcfi.com. Okay.
Social media, come check us out. And any questions you have, if you're looking at us on Instagram or Facebook and you have a question, send it. I don't mind talking to you. I don't mind answering any questions or getting to know you.
Slide in Ryan's DMs and answer your questions. No problem. Okay?
No questions asked.
No questions asked. That's right. Or send us an email or give us a phone call. We'll give you a free consult and you can talk about it. Thank you, Ryan.
Hey,
I appreciate you being on the McIntyre Financial Report today and covering life insurance, term life versus whole life.
Awesome.
Have a great day, everybody.
You too.